In today's Health Watch, the measles outbreak is showing no signs of slowing down. Get this, last year there were a total of 285 cases. At least 164 cases of the virus have been detected so far this year. Two unvaccinated people who were diagnosed have died, a child in Texas and an adult in New Mexico. We know measles is a severe and potentially deadly virus, right? But a lesser known fact is how the virus can damage the immune system, raising the risk of other infections even after the person has recovered. It's called immune amnesia. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Céline Gounder is editor-at-large for public health at KFF Health News. Good morning. So let's jump right into it. How exactly does measles wipe out immunity to other viruses people have already been exposed to? That confuses me.
Well, we know of other viruses that infect the immune system. HIV is probably the best known one. Measles infects immune cells, and when it does so, it damages immune cells and it wipes out partially your memory, your immune system's memory to certain infections. So that leaves you more susceptible to getting some of those infections. Now, we have an animation here to help you understand how this works.
Okay.
So, let's say you have two babies. As they grow, their immune systems mature and they both gain immunity to different infections, which is represented here by the different colored marbles.
Okay.
One baby gets vaccinated against measles at age 1 and then later at age 4. That baby gains immunity to measles through vaccination, which is what you're seeing here with the red marbles.
Okay, all right.
Which, there we go.
There we go.
The other baby doesn't get vaccinated and is not immune to measles. At age 5, both kids will start school and the unvaccinated child gets measles. So if that kid is lucky, it's a mild case and they don't need to be hospitalized. They develop immunity to measles from the infection, but immunity to other infections is weakened, and that leaves them at higher risk for other infections. That's because the measles is damaging your immune system and erasing that memory to other viruses.
That was digestible. Thank you for putting it like that.
So if somebody's been infected with the measles, is there anything they can do to regain the immunity that they've lost?
No, it's just time.
Oh.
Time for your immune system to build back up and recover. The best thing is not to get measles in the first place.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is to get vaccinated.
Because we were always told that once you get it, it lasts your lifetime.
Once you get vaccinated,
Yeah.
yes, you're covered for your lifetime. One dose gets you to about 95%, 2 doses to 97% coverage. So pretty much if you've gotten your measles vaccination, you are set, you are immune for your lifetime.
Should people try to get boosters just because of this outbreak?
Well, there's a very specific age group where you may want to consider getting a booster. So if you were born after 1957 but vaccinated before 1963, you may not have immunity from measles infection or vaccination, because that's an age group also where the vaccines that we had available were not as effective.
Oh, wow.
So if you're in that very specific age group, again, born after 1957, vaccinated before 1963, you may want to get a measles booster.
I'd never heard of the phrase immune amnesia. How long do the effects of that last?
Well, from studies, it can last months to a couple years. So, it really does set a child back. And back before kids were being vaccinated for measles, it's estimated that half of the deaths were actually from other infections they got later because of that weakened immune system.
There's so much information out there, but it's different when it comes from the White House. Earlier this week in a Fox News interview, HHS Secretary RFK Jr. supported some unconventional treatments for measles, including vitamin A and cod liver. Are these effective tools? I mean, what does science tell us?
But look at your face.
So there were 3 he mentioned.
It's like you're struggling to hold your face on straight. Did you see her?
I saw her
Your
face.
lip curled up a little bit. Yeah.
So you have cod liver oil, which has vitamin A.
What is cod liver?
Cod liver oil?
Oil.
So oil from the cod's
From the
liver.
cods, from a fish's liver?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's been around for centuries.
Okay.
But it is a good source of vitamin A in very malnourished kids in developing countries. Studies showed that it helped reduce certain complications from measles, in particular blindness. But you don't see that in the U.S. Less than 1% of kids have that kind of thing.
Right.
So, unfortunately, this is not very good advice that's coming.
Dr. Gounder, thank you so much.